Before I tell you the story, let's get one thing clear. For the sake of privacy, I won't be using real names. Let's call me Johnny, and we'll call her Kendall. These are just pseudonyms, but the pain, the evolution, and the ultimate victory behind them are more real than anything I've ever known. For the longest time, I believed that love was synonymous with self-sacrifice. I gave Kendall everything. I was her rock, her 24/7 emotional support, and her silent provider. If she was cold, she had my jacket. If she was stressed, I was the one staying up until 3 a.m. to talk her through it. I invested my time, my energy, and my resources into her life until there was nothing left for my own. I genuinely thought that level of devotion would be rewarded. But one evening when I finally laid my heart on the line, the response hit me like a bucket of ice water. "Johnny, you're the most amazing guy I've ever met, but I only see you as a friend. I don't want to ruin what we have." In that moment, something snapped, not in a path of anger, but in a path of clarity. I looked in the mirror and saw a man who had traded his dignity for a seat at a table where he wasn't truly wanted. I didn't beg. I didn't cry. I simply realized that Kendall wasn't the problem. My priorities were. I had made her a priority while I was merely an option to her. That day, my radical transformation began. I didn't stay in the friend zone. I left the territory entirely. I took all that redirected energy and poured it into the only person who would never let me down, myself. The physical evolution. The gym became my sanctuary. Every morning at 5 a.m., I battled my own weakness. I forged a body of steel, but more importantly, I developed a stoic, unbreakable mind. The professional rise. I stopped waiting for her texts and started focusing on my empire. I took the risks I was too distracted to take before. I turned my pain into productivity. My career skyrocketed, and the financial freedom that followed allowed me to build a life where I no longer served someone else's whims. I dictated my own terms. The lifestyle. I started traveling the world, mastering new skills, and surrounding myself with high-value people. I became a man who didn't need validation from anyone because I finally knew my own worth, and then the inevitable happened. As soon as I became the protagonist of my own story, Kendall's friendly perspective shifted into deep-seated regret. She saw the man she once took for granted become the man everyone else admired. Today, she tries everything to get back into my orbit, the late-night check-ins. She sends accidentally nostalgic texts or songs we used to listen to, followed by, "This made me think of you. Hope you're doing well." Social media baiting. She posts memories of the good old days and constantly monitors my stories, trying to stay relevant in a life she no longer belongs to. The accidental encounters. She shows up at my favorite spots, hoping for a moment of my time, trying to use our old emotional connection to bridge the gap I've created. The blatant confession. Recently, she finally admitted it. "I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. I made a huge mistake." But here's the truth. The Johnny she knew is gone. That version of me died the moment she told me I was just a friend. I'm actually grateful to her. Her no was the catalyst that forced me to say yes to myself. Now I'm the one who decides who earns a place by my side. And Kendall, she's just a lesson from a previous chapter. I learned the ultimate truth. When you truly value yourself, the world has no choice but to follow suit.